If you're ready to start reducing inflammation and supporting your body's natural healing, but you don't want to overhaul your entire diet, these are the 5 food swaps that will make immediate difference in how you feel, and your family won't even notice these changes. Here's the truth about inflammation and weight loss that nobody talks about. You can eat perfectly measured portions and exercise religiously, but if your body is chronically inflamed, weight loss becomes nearly impossible. Inflammation triggers your body to hold on to weight as protection, and it disrupts your hormones, your hunger cues, and it keeps your metabolism sluggish. But here's the good news. Small, consistent changes in what you eat will dramatically reduce your inflammation and unlock your body's natural ability to heal and release the weight. The key is starting with swaps that are so simple that you can implement them literally today without disrupting your whole family's routine or requiring a whole complete kitchen overhaul. And why these swaps work so well is because they are going to help you decrease inflammation and just adding in simple things to take your health to a whole new level. So the whole purpose of these 5 swaps is to build momentum without overwhelm. So instead of trying to change everything at once, you're going to be making small improvements that compound over time. It also works with your existing habits that you already have. And the other thing is it reduces the resistance from family members. So if you just take and start to swap out a couple things, your kids, your partner are really not going to notice that much. And it's not going to feel like you're doing some kind of weird health food trend. It just is natural to your family's environment. And it's going to give you immediate feedback. So when you start to make these swaps, you're going to automatically start to feel better, less inflamed. And within like the first 7 to 10 days, you're going to feel a big difference. Once you start to make these additions or supplements part of your everyday life, you can continue to swap out with minimal effort and see big changes in your body. If you want the complete guide to anti-inflammatory eating that goes beyond just these 5 swaps, I want you to grab the 7-day email series, The Secret to Losing Weight, and it includes the meal ideas, the shopping list, and the step-by-step implementation strategies. And the link for that is in the description below. So the first swap is cooking oils. It's literally so easy to do. Take out the vegetable oils, the canola oils, the corn oils, the soybean, and the sunflower, and just replace it with avocado oil, coconut oil, olive oil, or ghee. This is the single most impactful swap you can make because these inflammatory oils are hidden in almost everything. And why it matters is because industrial seed oils are highly processed and they create inflammation at a cellular level. They are so unstable that when they're heated, they're creating toxic compounds that stress your liver and your digestive system. So what you're gonna do, high heat, you're gonna switch it out for avocado oil. It has the highest smoke point and it has a neutral flavor. For medium heat cooking or sauteing, you can use coconut oil or ghee. And then for baking, you're just gonna substitute your other oils for coconut oil or melted ghee and or grass-fed butter anytime they're calling for a vegetable oil. Be sure that you're reading the food labels on any of your chips, your crackers, your salad dressings, your mayonnaise, because even the healthy foods contain these soybean oils, processed seed oils that are super inflammatory. And choose brands that have an avocado oil instead or an olive oil. And you're gonna notice within a week, you're gonna have way less bloating, better digestion, clearer skin, less inflammation in your body in general. The second swap is salt. Swap out your table salt or your iodized salt and put instead Celtic sea salt or a Himalayan pink salt, the real salts. Table salt is the heavy processed version and it's stripped with a lot of beneficial minerals, and it could be contributing to your inflammation, water retention, and it doesn't give you the trace minerals that your body needs to properly function. So all you're gonna do is replace your table salt shaker with Celtic sea salt or Himalayan salt. It's pretty simple. Use these mineral-rich salts when you're cooking, when you're seasoning, and look for brands packaged with foods that are using sea salt instead of table salt. Don't worry about getting too much. These are natural salts that help your body actually maintain the proper mineral balance. The mineral advantage is like you're getting 60 different trace minerals that support your hydration, your nerve function, and actually reduces inflammation. And what you'll notice is that you're better hydrated. You might actually crave less water because your body can use it more efficiently, and you're gonna notice reduced bloating and improved energy levels. The third swap you're gonna do is sweeteners. So swap out your white sugars, your high fructose corn syrup, your artificial sweeteners completely, and swap in raw honey or pure maple syrup, dates, coconut sugar instead. Why do you need to do this? Refined sugar is super inflammatory and it feeds the bad bacteria in your gut. It also causes blood sugar spikes and it triggers cravings and it causes fat storage. Artificial sweeteners also disrupt the microbiome and it can actually increase your sugar cravings. So for your coffee and your tea, just swap in your honey or a maple syrup. For baking, replace your sugar with a coconut sugar, or you can use a date paste or a banana paste is my favorite. For sweetening a plain yogurt, just drizzle some honey in and add some fresh fruit. For kid snacks, like a fresh fruit and honey instead of like a corn syrup fruit mix that you'll find on the shelves in the stores. These natural sweeteners should be used in moderation, of course, but they provide minerals and nutrients and also have an anti-inflammatory response compared to these refined sugars. You're gonna notice that you have more stable energy throughout the day, less cravings, and feel generally much better. The fourth swap is grains. So your conventional wheat bread, pasta, crackers, you're gonna switch with an organic or sprouted ancient grain version. Why? Because our wheat is heavily sprayed with glyphosate. It's a pesticide that's linked to gut inflammation, and it can make your gut have a lot of damage and lead to leaky gut. So instead, for your bread, choose a sprouted bread like Ezekiel brand or a sourdough with an organic flour. For pasta, try a chickpea pasta or a lentil pasta or organic wheat pasta. And for grains, your crackers, look for seed-based crackers, or you could make your own with almond flour. These are options to do a simple shift and go gluten-free if you need to. And if you notice you have a lot of inflammation or a lot of bloated and or repeat infections, taking out the gluten altogether can give your body a chance to actually heal. The fifth swap is your dairy. Conventional dairy products need to go, especially if they're inorganic and they're loaded with lots of processed ingredients. Go organic with your dairy as much as possible. This is because our conventional dairy contains a lot of hormones and antibiotics that disrupt your microbiome balance, and it contributes to inflammation in your body. How to implement it? So for milk, try organic grass-fed milk, or try a coconut milk or an unsweetened almond milk. For yogurt, go for a grass-fed yogurt option or a coconut yogurt. For cheese, you want to go to grass-fed cheeses, and instead of the shaved Kraft cheese, we want to look for aged, raw, real cheese. And for butter, go to grass-fed or ghee. A plant-based option is to swap out for plant milk or look for unsweetened versions without a bunch of added gums or random ingredients that you can't even pronounce, which would be likely more inflammatory. You'll start to notice you have a reduced mucus production, clearer skin, and less digestive discomfort. Most people, about 99% of people, have some type of inflammation and stress when we consume dairy. So just making these swaps is going to give yourself a lot less inflammation, and you're gonna feel better just even after a week of trying this out. And if you want to take the same idea in the next 5 weeks and week by week just remove one thing or swap out one thing, this can make a world of a difference without putting a ton of stress or big transitions on your plate at the same time. So your first week may be just replacing the seed oils with an avocado oil. The second week may just be switching out your table salts with a Himalayan salt. And week after week, you're gonna transform not just your mind and your body and how you feel, but also your microbiome. We want to think about replacing and not completely eliminating, so you're not feeling like you're restricting. You want to start with the foods that you eat the most often for maximum impact. So if you eat a ton of breads, then start there with the breads. And it's important to really focus on always just getting a little bit better. Think of getting 1% better instead of going for perfections. These 5 swaps will significantly reduce your inflammation, but remember that anti-inflammatory eating is more than just avoiding certain foods. It's also about nourishing your body with foods that are actively fighting against inflammation. The beautiful thing is, as you start to make these swaps and you start to feel better, you naturally crave more anti-inflammatory foods. Your body will start guiding you towards making better changes, better choices that make you feel good. If you are ready to take your anti-inflammatory journey onto the next level, then my free 7-day email series includes everything that you need to know to help yourself with your healthy living, and that's going to impact you and your family. So go ahead and grab that by clicking this link below. If you found these swaps helpful and you're ready to start reducing your inflammation today, give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more practical nutrition tips that actually are going to work with your real life. Tell me in the comments which swap are you going to try out first, and don't forget to grab that 7-day email series. It will give you everything you need to know to help you reduce your inflammation and support your body's natural healing. Your healthiest version is waiting for you now, and it starts with this next choice that you make.